Garrett lives matter? Or does Garrett's life matter? I mean, I'm not sure I can technically answer that, because if he's already deceased, then I don't think you can put, like, what's the word I'm looking? I'm not sure you can put value on a deceased life. It did when I knew him, but like honestly, and this might sound harsh, that it wouldn't matter, or not. It wouldn't matter. I wouldn't be surprised if like Garrett died. You know what I mean? I would obviously hope that Garrett's still alive, but it's like it's a possibility. Like I gotta be real about that, guys. You guys have to understand, like, based on the Garrett that I knew, and again, like, I consider Garrett like a brother to me. But would it shock me if Garrett, like, got into hardcore armed robbery and went down the life of crime and ended up dying in, like, a shootout with the cops? Not really. Just based on, like, his life. Chat, press 1 to stream from Garrett's tomb. What? You guys are shitty and toxic, boys. Press 1 to find Garrett's tomb and stream from it. What percentage of classmates from your graduating class in high school do you think are dead now? Oh, probably a very low percentage. GCD. I mean, GCD. I'm not 40. I'm not 50. I'm 34. Like, if most people graduate high school, chat, at if most people graduate high school at 18, like, that means I've only been out of high school 15, 16 years. Like, I would really, like, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's 0%, because there's always, like, random, you know, maybe somebody got cancer, maybe somebody died in I'd probably say the most likely would be an automobile accident, right? Like, somebody died in a car accident. But I mean, if you're saying, like, what percentage are dead, probably 1 to 2. Probably around that. I mean, I didn't grow up in, like, Detroit, chat, or Chicago, where it's like half the kids gonna get shot or something. Like, you know, the area I grew up in wasn't that bad. If I was in the, like, inner city of DC, maybe, but even then, DC was only like a shithole in the 90s. DC got progressively better. Like, DC's having riots now. Well, not riots, but it's having a lot of civil unrest. DC got progressively, like, better. So the DC that you guys see now, if you would go there, is not the DC that I kind of grew up around. The DC that I grew up around was, you know, fucking crack central, murder capital, one of the murder capitals of the world. And actually, hold on, Aku, I'm gonna what's it called? I got you. I don't know if it's a duel or a death, but we're gonna check it out right now. Yeah, chat. So I grew up in PG County, and whenever I would watch, like, the news, which the news was always DC-based news, every single night, boys, it would be like, well, not every night, but basically once a week there'd be like a murder on you know, someone shot and killed over shoes or something. It was a lot of fucking murders, right? The problem is, there's a word missing from Black Lives Matter. Some people, hold on, chat. What's it called? Some people, what's it called? Include only. Some include don't. Well, no, I mean, see, and that's the thing. I don't want to. That's why I'm not trying to, like, get too deep into it. I'm not trying to say that only Black Lives matter, but on surface value, like, of course Black lives should matter. Like, even if you don't know, even if you, like, don't know somebody, like, it's not right for a black person to just be, like, murdered for no good reason. But I wouldn't want that to happen to a white person or an Asian. I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody. So that's why I would say, like, all lives matter too. I'm a longtime YouTube viewer who just came back. I can't believe you're keeping it up. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. How's the meta game right now? We talked about that earlier. It depends on what you define as the meta. Technically, Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have any IR relevance because of COVID-19. But how do you describe? I mean, I would personally say the meta kind of revolves around, like, one specific card, which would be Crystron Halifabrax. Largely, I think that the game's pretty terrible right now. Like, actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I think it's really bad. Oh, is this? Oh, you wanted to show me the Aku, you didn't have to donate to show me this. I was gonna get to the duels. I didn't realize that those were sent by you, but I do know the duels you're talking about. It's someone sent me a duel. It's like Blue Eyes, I think you may have said VFD. I don't think you said True King of All Calamities. Hey Cap, it's me, Garrett. I didn't die. I actually took Jay-Z's advice, sold drugs, took the money and invested it. I'm now a multi-millionaire. I've been investing since the 2008 recession. As all financially savvy people know, Webull is the app to invest in. What about Robinhood? Only poors use Robinhood. I came to donate $200,000 to help you out, but now I know my life no longer matters to you. Good day, brother. Chad, I think you guys misinterpret me and Garrett's relationship. I told you guys I love Garrett like a brother. I really, what's it called? I really hope that Garrett is living the high life. Like, if he was a millionaire, I'd feel great about that. My thing is, chat. Oh, would I play the deck? Yeah, I'll play it. It's not a problem. I'll play it. Yeah, I what's it called? Like, I would love nothing more than for have Garrett to loved. Well, I mean, I haven't seen Garrett in 19 years, chat. I haven't seen Garrett in 2 decades. What I'm saying is, of all the childhood friends that I had, other than my cousin Jerry, who I'm pretty sure I told you guys about my cousin Little Jerry. His dad's name is Jeremiah, so we call him Little Jerry. I'm pretty sure my cousin Jerry. I'm pretty sure his name's Jeremiah too. Other than my cousin Little Jerry, like, Garrett is the only other person who I know, like, or who I know, like, definitively went to jail, you know. And I told you guys, my cousin Little Jerry got arrested for armed robbery. So and I haven't seen my cousin Little Jerry since I was like 14, because he got arrested for armed robbery, and his dad was locked up too. The last time I saw his dad, my Uncle Jerry, I was probably about 10 years old, and he just mysteriously vanished, and I never kind of knew why. I would always go to my grandfather's house, and I would never see, like, Uncle Jerry around. It didn't dawn on. When you're a 10-year-old, you don't really think, like, oh, your uncle's a drug dealer. You know what I mean? You don't think, like, oh, he went away because he's in jail for selling drugs. Like, you just kind of like, wonder where Uncle Jerry is. He's not here today. Okay, no biggie. Family of criminals? I mean, on my dad's side, yeah. My cousin Jerry went to jail for armed robbery. His dad, my Uncle Jerry, he went to jail for selling drugs. My Uncle Mike, who was, I think, a little younger than my Uncle Jerry, he also went to jail. They both sold drugs. He, like, I remember him from when I was really young, Chad. I'm talking about when I was, like, grade school, maybe like 5, 6, 7 years old, and then I didn't see him again until I was 15. And it's also something, like, I didn't question, like, hey, how come I haven't seen you in 10 years, Uncle, you know, like, Uncle Mike? But yeah, he was also a drug dealer, so it is what it is, chat. You don't pick what family you're born into. If you're born into a family of criminals, like you don't have any fucking control over that. So shit, it is what it is. Do not disturb this groove. I'm liking this. I'm liking all this old throwback music, chat. I can relate to randomly noticing one uncle disappearing. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it happens. So, chat, like, those are all people from my youth that I haven't seen in a long time. But if any of them were dead, like, I would be sad, but it wouldn't be a shock. You know what I mean? Lil Jerry's getting Big Bubba's hammer. It's sad because I kind of feel like when I think about Lil Jerry, they used to also say that he was slow, chat. You know what I mean? Like, we would mess with him sometimes, where, you know, we were all kids and we would say things like, oh, you know, don't say it if you can't spell it, or something like that. Where he would like say you're dumb, or he would call me some name or something. I'd be like, spell it, dummy, and he wouldn't be able to, like, spell it. He was like a year older than me, so, you know, when you're kind of slow, you're not doing well in school, your dad's locked up. You live in the ghetto, because my grandfather lived in Landover, Maryland, which is kind of around FedEx Field, the Redskins Stadium, but it's not exactly like the greatest area. It's kind of like, you know, you kind of become a product of your environment, chat. And his mom was never around either. So, you're so toxic. What, I'm toxic for making fun of my cousin as a kid? Who chat, who literally didn't do that? Are you sick? Cat was a bully. I wasn't a bully. I wouldn't have won a fight, Lil Jerry, because he would have kicked my ass. But I think he didn't do that because me, we're family, and we all, I mean, kids are just mean. I wasn't like real mean, chat. We were just joking. But like, seriously, who didn't rag on their cousins? Not like a female cousin, but like boy, that's like, that is a straight up boys will be boys. And I don't know if you can even use that line in 2020, because they'd be like, boys will be boys is canceled. Everything's canceled in 2020. But that's just straight up boys will be boys, chat. I was jokingly mean. Michael Jackson was born black, became successful, and said, nah. He said, I'm going to try doing this white thing and see if that works. Spell it, classic, I did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe kids probably don't do that now because we used to call it have any of you guys ever heard the phrase joning? I don't even know how to spell that. Joan. I guess. No, see, even if you wait, hold on. Joining on someone. Is this it? Oh, I guess it's just, what's it called? Holy shit, you can actually find this? An Afro-American verb from St. Louis. Holy shit, you can actually... No, joning. You guys have never heard of joning? I'm shocked that this is like, you can actually search this up. Joning. An Afro-American verbal form in St. Louis. Wait, give me the definition though. Let's see. In the greater St. Louis area, adult blacks from the late teens, what's it called? From the late teens on, engaged in an informal game of verbal insult known as joning. Yes, that's exactly what joning is. For those of you who have never heard what joning is, it's verbal insults. It's like your mama jokes. There you go. To put it in simplest terms, we would just joan on each other. I mean, this is like the phrase bullying. Oh my god, everything's bullying now. This is what we used to call it, but this is also like, no one uses this phrase, no one uses this terminology anymore, chat. Because joning is like, at least to me, it's like a term from the 90s. Like, you gotta go back to like 1992 to 96 when people use this term. Yeah, we would do this all the time. Joning your, no, you wouldn't say joning, it would be joning on. Like you're joning on your cousin. Bro, that's a book. No, but that's the, Shatner, what I'm telling you is, that's the accurate definition of joning. Like if you ask me, hold on, what does it, here we go. People also ask, what does it mean to joan on someone? Let's see. To have a strong desire or caring that someone was jonesing for a, wait, jonesing for a drink? This isn't right. Yeah, this isn't right. What does joan mean in slang? Here we go. Yeah, this one's accurate. What does joan mean in slang? To make fun of someone. Man, they were joning on that new guy at work. There you go, chat. That's like a perfect demonstration or definition of what it means to joan. We would just joan on each other. It's what kids did back. It's what kids did back then. We just make fun of each other. You know. What's it called? Guy got Joan Doe, Robin Hood. Don't kill yourself, chat. If you guys lose money in the stock market, don't kill yourself.